Indie artists, are you ready to take your music career to the next level? True Heart Records introduces its Digital Manager program. Navigate the music industry with professional guidance from their experienced team based in Evansville, Indiana. Experience managing the National Indie Fest brand in Austin, Texas. During South by Southwest, their team has produced shows and music. They are passionate about giving indie artists a hand up, no matter where you are in your career. Step up to the plate and hit a home run with True Heart Records, where passion and sound unite. Visit TrueHeartRec.com today or find them on Instagram and Facebook.
When can we get Boss Lady out of the attic? It's usually halfway through the week. So here she is, your host of Halfway Through the Week, Deb LaMotta. Okay, you can applaud now.
And I am Deb LaMotta, and this is Halfway Through the Week, and tonight's show is brought to you by, well, me, and my interview with the Gretchen Emery Band, Wednesday Rally Indie Artist Band, the Cul De Sac Kings, and of course, great music. So make sure you have your headphones on, grab a drink, get comfy, and I'll be right back after the music.
Dancing all night, getting into the groove. Shake your body and let it move. Showing off and looking smooth. I ain't gotta worry, I got nothing to prove. Let's get this party started before it gets departed. Well, let's rock, let's roll, let's roll. Things are gonna get out of control. Show up, slow down. Your head's gonna spin round and round. Let's rock, come on now. Let's rock the night away. Drinking all night, having lots of fun. Laughing real hard with everyone. Doing naughty things one by one. Now it's too late and it can't be undone. Let's get this party started before it gets departed. Well, let's roll, let's roll. Things are gonna get out of control. Show up, slow down. Your head's gonna spin round and round. Let's rock, roll. Things are gonna get out of control. Show up, slow down. Your head's gonna spin round and round. Let's rock, come on now. Let's rock the night away. Let's get this party started before it gets departed. Well, let's rock, roll. Things are gonna get out of control. Show up, slow down. Your head's gonna spin round and round. Let's rock, come on now. Let's rock the night away.
She's all gussied up and raring to go. Needs a little backseat rodeo. Got her hair all did, wearing cowgirl boots. Just needs a country boy to make 'em scoot. That girl, she's ready to rock, so get ready to roll, roll, roll. Saddle up the truck, shine your bell buckle. Two-step out the door, it's time to find some trouble. Get them tires spinning, kicking up some dust. Shut the barn door and saddle up the truck. Saddle up. She's all fired up and jumping the gun. Needs a little hay tight jeans and she's ready to move. Just needs a good old boy to set the mood. That girl, she's ready to rock, so get ready to roll, roll, roll. Saddle up the truck, shine your bell buckle. Two-step out the door, it's time to find some trouble. Get them tires spinning, kick it up some dust, shut the barn door, and saddle up the truck. She's all gussied up and raring to go. Needs a little backseat rodeo. Got her hair all did, wearing cowgirl boots. She needs a country boy to make 'em scoot. That girl, she's ready to rock, so get ready to roll, roll, roll. Saddle up the truck, shine your bell buckle. Two-step out the door, it's time to find some trouble. Get them tires spinning, kick it up some dust. Saddle up the truck, shine your bell buckle. Two-step out the door, it's time to find some trouble. Get them tires spinning, kick it up some dust. Shut the barn door and saddle up the truck.
Saddle up.
Hi, this is Orbital Smash, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week on r2rb.com.
All right, I am back. I've got a great night with interview with the Gretchen Emery Band, and then it's the Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, Cul De Sac Kings. That's later on in the show. So just those two songs that I just played. Bruno is out of England, and Let's Rock is Bruno's latest single, now in his second year as a solo artist. He really has found the path that he wants to go down. Yet again, he has delivered what his fans have called a Bruno classic. So get ready, because this will certainly get you rocking. I like that one. And then Saddle Up the Truck with Showdown. Yeah, a little bit of country, a little bit of rock, a little bit of country. Showdown is a fast-rising country southern rock act based in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The band is comprised of veteran musicians with decades of recording, touring, and performing experience. They've forged a hard-hitting and unique sound, which is highlighted by their live performance. They have a large social media footprint and won't be hustled when it comes down to promotion. I like that song. I like both those songs tonight. So go check them out. Bruno and a Showdown. Yeah, you know me. If you know me, I like my coffee and I'm all over the place with music. But it's all good. All right, so I do want to be time conscious tonight. So where are we? So I sat down last week with Gretchen Emery of the Gretchen Emery Band. Kenny, unfortunately, was under the weather, so it was just Gretchen and I chit-chatting. Their newest album, A Little Bit of Time, releases Friday, May 16th. They are also having a release party at the Queen in Wilmington on Friday. And, you know, there might be a few tickets left. I'm not sure, because I know they're going to pack that place. You can check out to see if they have tickets. You can go to Gretchen Emery Band's website. There's a link, or you can go to the Queen. It's Queen in Wilmington, and they will have a link also for tickets. And I have listened to the Little Bit of Time album in its entirety. And what can I say other than that it is simply outstanding. Gretchen's vocals on this album is off the charts, as well as Kenny's guitar playing, and everyone involved in this project just gave every bit of themselves. 100%. 100%. So with all that being said, I'm going to go right into the interview this evening. And and so as I've been doing with my interviews, halfway through the interview, there will be a song that from the album. So I know you're going to enjoy it, because I certainly have. Yeah, so sit back, get comfy. And hopefully, you all got your drinks in hand, whatever you like to drink, and your earphones on. And I will be back after the interview. Hi, and welcome to the R2RB Indie Artist Podcast Series. And today I have with me Gretchen Emery of the Gretchen Emery Band. You can find the Gretchen Emery Band right here in Delaware. And I love it when I get to interview local indie artists. And this will be my second time sitting down with the Gretchen Emery Band. Gretchen, how are you?
Hey, Debbie, I am great. I'm great. So excited to sit down and talk with you again. It's been a while.
It has been. It's actually been 2 years since we did the first interview.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Wow. That was in 23? Did we interview in 23?
Yeah, you were actually my second indie artist that I had ever interviewed. I had done Judy Sings the Blues, and then you
Uh-huh.
and Kenny sat down with me, and
Wow.
here we are.
Wow. Time flies. Yeah, lots
Yeah,
happened in that space.
crazy, crazy. Let me just read what you have on your website about the Gretchen Emery Band. The Gretchen Emery Band, infectious, soul-powered, time-honored influences meet modern inspiration, familiar, fresh, born out of years of partnership between singer Gretchen Emery and guitarist Kenny Windle, an unlikely pair from the opposite sides of the tracks. Gretchen's impassioned delivery cuts to the heart and soul of each song with sultry, gutsy, powerful, award-winning, and world-class vocals. Kenny's guitar style and sense of rhythm, space, and melody are driven by his exposure to diverse musical genres in his North Philly neighborhood, Latin, Hispanic, African jazz, as well as influence from the Motown that saved his life as a kid. And that is so true about the two of you and the band itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, those guys sound great. I never get to read our bio, and I've never been in anybody's presence when they read it out loud. So it's kind of cool to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, that really describes you and Kenny, your voice and his guitar playing, and when the two meet, and then your band members. Tell us a little bit about the band, who you are, and who also is in there with you.
Yeah, sure. Be happy to. So aside from Kenny and I, we're so fortunate to have for our live performances and for traveling, we have on bass Randy Waters, who is very well known in the Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. Randy and I have been friends for a long, long time. Known him even longer than I've known Kenny, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
And I feel so fortunate to play with him because we never played together until maybe the past 5 years. So we've been friends a long time. Finally got music involved as far as playing together. So Randy Waters on bass, and then on keyboards we have Frank Donato, who we both grew up in the Dover area, know a lot of the same people from down there, and he really brings an element to the band with his keys that just gives a nice, spice of life variety to the music. And we always say Frankie brings the sunshine because before he joined the band, the previous year, any outdoor gig that we had either got rained out or it rained right before or right after we played.
Oh my goodness.
But since Frank joined the band, it might be raining, but the sun would magically come out as soon as he would show up, and the show went on. And so we say Frankie brings the sunshine.
I love it.
And he's our class clown, so he gets in trouble a lot, but it's fun. And on drums we have Mike Leger, who has just, I can't say enough about what a wonderful addition He's been to our band. I mean, all the guys are great. Mike is always there. He arrives early, he stays late, he helps us with whatever we need, and he's a great drummer and friend and just wonderful. That's our core band. For our album release party, we will have our band as well as Joanna Justice, who is on percussion.
Oh, cool.
And now, Joanna, we met through our producer, Derek Chafin. We met Joanna in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, when we made that trip down there. She was a friend of our producers and came on the trip with him. So we met her at that time, and she's awesome. She's just so great.
Awesome.
And we will have 2 female backup singers for the show.
Oh, cool.
Yep, Michelle and Reneth. They're from the Philly area, and they're wonderful. They're also on the album.
Wow.
As is Joanna. They all played on the album that we're releasing on May 16th. I got to sit in on the backing vocal sessions that Michelle and Reneth did, and it was really cool. It was super cool just to be there and watch them do their thing, and it's very different from what a lead singer does. So I felt like I was at a master class for backing vocals. It was great.
What is that? Oh my gosh. Wow.
It was great. Also, on the album, we had Eric Johnson played drums on the album. He's a Philly-based drummer, well known in that area, highly sought after.
Yeah.
As is Jim Steger on bass. He played some of the bass tracks, and Randy played some of the bass tracks on the album. Jim Steger is also from Philly, also just a top-notch bass player out of Philly. We had Jay Davidson on sax on the album, another number one, sax player out of Philly, and also Steve Jankowski.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh.
On trumpet. Now Steve and Jay played on our first album. Steve Jankowski is on this album as well, thanks to Jay, and we're grateful to him. So I'm excited about the horns. And we also had a trombonist on the horn tracks for the album. His name is Jacob Stein, and I've never met him. He came through Derek. So like Derek just pulls people out of the ethers, and it all
works.
Is wonderful. And Derek Chafin, of course, is our wonderful, amazing producer who we love so much. Wow. And the album was mastered the album was recorded, engineered, and produced by Derek. And then the mastering was done by our good friend Peter Humphreys, who has his own mastering studio. And he used to work at Sigma Sound, and he was an engineer at Sigma Sound in Philly for years. So
oh my gosh.
Kenny and Peter go way, way back.
You pulled out all the stops for this one, and we are talking about, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We're talking about your upcoming album release, A Little Bit of Time, which will be out on May 16th. I am so excited because when we last talked 2 years ago, you were getting ready to go back into the studio to record your next album. And here we are. What happened? Take us on that journey.
Oh my goodness, it really is a journey. I love the recording process so much, and it does take a little bit of time.
Right.
To quote the album, for me, it's a process you just have to be patient with and let it evolve. I never try to approach a recording with, we have to record all these songs by December or what have you. I always say, people say, well, when's your album going to be done? I'll say, well, when it's ready, it's like a cake, I'm not going to take it out of the oven until it's ready. And it just, I feel for me, I just have to be patient and let the parts play out. So what happens is we do some pre-recording rehearsals.
Okay.
To make at the studio with Derek to make sure that we have the songs arranged the way we want them, and the drum fills and all the little things like that.
Right.
And then we record the bass and drum tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kenny will come in and record his guitar tracks. We get the keys. Oh, I left out one musician. Sorry, Kenny. Kenny Kearns, also of Philadelphia. Kenny Kearns, very well known in the Philly area. He played keys on the album, and he also played keys on our first album as well. So Kenny Kearns came in, and he's on Wurlitzer and Hammond and whatever sound we needed. He's phenomenal. We get bass and drums, then we get guitar, then the keys get recorded, then we do vocals. And the vocals, Derek and I did a lot of work together to really dig in on my vocals and get me to a different place than where I had been previously. This is how he put it to me before we went in to do our vocal sessions. Was Kenny and I were up in the studio. We had finished Kenny's guitar tracks, and Derek sat down and he looked at me and he said, "Now look." He said, "I love you, right?" I said, "Yes, Derek, of course, I love you too." And he said, "We're going to dig in deep on your vocals, and we're going to work on some things, vibrato and emotion and sound." I said, "Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it."
Take it to another level.
Took me to another level. I'm so grateful. It was frightening and exciting and hard, really hard. And I loved it. I loved it. I mean, he basically took everything away from me as far as my toolbox for singing, and then built it all back up again in a different way. It was like putting the same blocks back together in a different configuration. After our first session, I called him the following day, picked up the phone, and he said, "I was just going to call you." He said, "I was feeling really bad." He goes, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I was calling you." He said, "I was worried that I was too hard on you." I said, "Well, I was just calling you to thank you for being so hard on me." It was cathartic. I mean, it really was. It was a very emotional process to go through this and have well, what do I do now, Derek?
Yeah.
How do I sing now? He got me through it, figured it out, and I broke through. And so going through that vocal process was really that was really something. That was really
It had to be really emotional for you as well, because I know how much this all means to you and Kenny and the band itself too, this album.
Yeah. It was very emotional, and like I said, it was hard work, but I loved it. I love being in the studio. I just love that work. So the vocals took us a while. And they got done. And once those were done, then Derek adds the horns. He may have had Kenny Kearns come back in and do a little bit more, because as each layer is getting recorded, things take shape, right? And change.
Yeah.
And as Derek will say, the song will reveal itself to you.
Right.
It's not that we are creating the song, but when you're giving it life,
when you're recording and giving it life, it takes on a different aspect, I would think.
Yeah, it does. And it will tell you, the song will tell you what it needs and doesn't need.
Right.
You change a verse, or you add a part, or you add an instrument, and it either works or it doesn't work. So you kind of keep adding and subtracting until the right thing shakes out. So, he added, there may have been more keys, and then the horns and percussion and the backup singers. Then he's got to put it all together, and that is a process. And he's putting it all together all along. And you record multiple let's just say vocal tracks of the same part of the song.
Yep.
And he'll take the best of those.
Right.
And so that's comping, he puts the right parts in. But then when everything's recorded and comped, then he mixes it. Even Derek, this was a very personal process for him as well as a producer. He went down deep with these songs. And, it's kind of like going down into a diamond mine is how I think of it.
Yeah, right.
And he's down there until he's done. And then he comes, then he emerges again and says, here is your album. It's not quite that simple, but
No.
it takes a lot of energy and it's personal. You don't record music with somebody without, it's a very, very intimate, very personal process for all of us and for him as well. And so when his part is done and he tries to get a certain feel, a certain sound, something that's not vintage and also is fresh and new, but
And make
different
it work.
somehow. Yeah. And he knows what he wants. And then it goes to mastering and then it's done and
it's crazy.
ready for the world.
Right. And I don't think people, the people that aren't in the music industry realize the work that goes into a single. And then when you're talking about an album, and as you just went through the whole process, layer after layer after layer of intense work, personal work, working together individually, and then, your final result of your beautiful album, A Little Bit of Time is just from all your hearts.
Really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
got
time.
laughter and tears.
Right?
It's got all of it, kind of like our weather, right? It's like sunshine one minute and rain the next.
Oh my gosh. So A Little Bit of Time is the name of the album, but you also have a single on the album, A Little Bit of Time. Let's take a music break, listen to some songs from my featured artist, and then we'll be back to the interview.
Just what it was that you did to me. Took a little bit of my mind with you. Now I don't know where I go from you. You get me up late, told me I'm great.
Yep, that's the title track. Yes.
There you go. So the story behind the name, is there a story behind the name?
Yeah, of course. Usually our songwriting happens this way. Kenny will have a guitar riff in his head, a pattern, and he'll say, "Listen to this, what do you think?" And he'll start to play it. And then I'll start to just vocalize, just making sound, not necessarily coming straight out with lyrics. He played that for me, and I'm just going to add that Kenny has new ideas dripping out of him all the time, which is great. I can't keep up. Like he's so prolific. I have many, many, many voice memos on my phone of Kenny ideas. Another idea by Kenny. Smooth Groove by Kenny. Cool new idea by Kenny. All over my phone.
Oh my God.
Some of them end up on the album. So when he presented what became Little Bit of Time to me, I loved it immediately. And what you hear when you hear the album and you hear the opening track, and you may have seen some of our snippets on Facebook or Instagram where we give a little sample of the song. When he first played the beginning of the song for me, I loved it instantly. As I started vocalizing it and kind of finding my pattern with the vocal, then I just started singing, words would come to mind. I would just it was a little bit random. Little Bit of Time just kind of came out of my mouth, but there was a lot of relevance to it. So when I worked on it and I developed the lyrics, I was really thinking back on a time in my life where there were a lot of folks around me boosting me up and telling me great things. And I thought they were helping me, but they were really holding me back. Either they were holding me back or my belief that I needed them was holding me back. It took me a little bit of time to come to that realization. So it's really sort of like, I think we all have these moments in our lives. They don't have to be, big or heavy or anything, but it's kind of, gee, what a difference a day makes.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like one day is like, oh my God, the sky is falling. And the next day you're dancing. Sometimes it's about self-discovery, or sometimes it's about just, I don't know, taking a break or what have you. But for me, that song was, about a period in my life where I learned that I was enough. There's a line in the song that says, "Took a little bit of time till you loved me, just like I wanted you to do."
Aww.
Took a little bit more till I understood the only love I needed was my own. So that, I think that kind of nails it.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me. And so extrapolating from that then to the whole album is really my story of sort of self-discovery, coming out of a hard time, a relationship, and moving on, and finally culminating in, I think the final song on the album is called Walk With You. And it's kind of this redemptive, joyful, I will be with you, like in this steadfast way, no matter what, rain or shine kind of thing. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love a good story behind an album.
Yeah.
And you
Me
guys
too.
have a great relationship, a great story, a great band, and having this album coming around for you and releasing on May 16th is just awesome. Do you have one little highlight? I'm sure you have many, but do you have like one of those aha or highlight moments of putting this album together?
Like as far as I'll always remember X from this process.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know that's a hard one.
It is. I think it was the vocal transition. I think it was all that I had just described going through Derek. And when you think about it, you know, what I just described to you as far as the song and the album as this kind of, you know, woman coming into her own place and confidently.
Right.
And I think the work and the catharsis of the vocal change is representative
Yeah, absolutely.
of that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'd have to say the vocal work. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you're having a big release party on May 16th at the Queen
Yes.
up in Wilmington. Are there tickets left? Can people still get there?
People can get tickets on the Queen website at their event page. And as far as I know, there are a few tickets left. You can buy tickets at the door as well. They're just $15.
People are going to buy tickets. Do it now because it's going to be here before they know it. And you definitely need, if you can make it, get there.
Get there. Yeah, it's coming quick. We know of a lot of people that are coming, and we'll see who else shows up at the door. We're so excited, ready.
Absolutely. How many songs are on the album?
There are 6 songs on the album.
So you're releasing the album on the 16th. Are you releasing a little bit of time as a single as well?
Yes. Okay. Yes. We'll release it all, but we're promoting the single right now, but it'll all be out there on the 16th. And if I can go back to the party for a minute,
sure.
We also have special guest Harvey Road playing after us.
Wow.
So we will play our album, and we'll play some of our other songs from the first release as well. We really wanted to kind of be able to keep the party going, get around and talk to our guests, and have another band to keep it all moving. Yeah. Harvey Road is an awesome hip hop band I almost have trouble describing them. Hip hop is not a complete description. Harv is the lead singer. It's original music. He's powerful. He's a dynamic performer. He's got a great voice. Our bass player, Randy, also happens to play with Harvey Road as well.
Okay.
So he's got double duty that night. They have Lucky on drums, Lucky Jovan, and Mike Z plays guitar. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. Sometimes there's a fabulous neo-soul singer in Wilmington named Aziza Naila.
Okay.
And she's awesome. So she does sometimes perform with them. I don't know if she'll be at the show or not. I hope she is because she's
Absolutely. What a great idea to enjoy your own party. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll be so much fun. Packed house and everybody getting to talk with you and congratulate you. It's so exciting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's upstairs in the Queen room, which is nice because there's tables and chairs. There's a big bar. They'll have some food available for sale. And we're just thrilled. So the Queen website has tickets. Our website, GretchenEmery.com.
Okay.
There's a ticket link, which takes you to the Queen.
Okay.
And I think the Queen has multiple other, it's on Eventbrite and, multiple places. Of course, I've got Facebook events on both my personal Gretchen Emery Facebook page, our Gretchen Emery Band Facebook page. We've got a link on Instagram at Gretchen Emery Band.
It's a lot of social networking.
It is. It's a brave new world, man, with all this stuff.
Right?
You and I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
We put posters up and we called people on the phone.
Right.
So
you found out from a friend who was playing at the local.
Exactly. So I don't know. We found out some way, somehow,
Right.
but I'm trying to hang. I'm trying to be up with the times with all the social media.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's important, but it's a lot of work.
it is.
It
It really is.
In the
It
end,
really is. I'm learning a lot.
Right. You continue to learn. But in the end, it pays off because you'll have a full house. The Queen will be booked and you guys will be rocking and rolling with your new album. A little bit of time.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I totally forgot. I am so sorry. We do have another friend joining our band for the show.
Oh, cool.
Kenny has worked with another guitar player who is a good friend of his. His name is Bobby Rayner. He's from the Lansdale area, Lansdale, PA. He and Kenny have been playing music together since they were, 17, 18. So Bobby is joining us for this show as well, which is, it's special. It's really special because he and Ken have been friends for so long. And Bob's played with us on and off throughout the years.
Special night.
So I have so many people on stage.
We can fit them all.
It's exciting.
It's
exciting.
It
yeah.
is. I am so excited for you, Kenny, and the band. I know this has been in the works for some time, and I'm so glad that you sat down with me and we got to talk about a little bit of time. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I can't wait to listen or read all the reviews from the show and all the snippets and everything else. Oh my gosh, Gretchen. And please tell Kenny that to the both of you, it's just so great to be able to once again speak with you and find out about all the great things you two and the band have been doing. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. And it's so great to talk to you. And, I hope we get to see each other again soon. I don't know if you'll be able to make it to the show, but you have been to some of our other performances, and it means so much, to have you in the audience. And thank you for giving us this platform today for your program and shining a light on what we've been up to. And so
you're welcome. I'm so glad that I'm able to do it. I will not be able to make it up to the show, but I'm sure if you're going to be playing during the summer, I will catch you then.
Oh, yes. If GretchenEmery.com has our whole list of shows from here through December.
So all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So great to speak with you. Thanks, Debbie. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
And I hope you love the album when it comes out and you listen. I want to hear back from you.
I can't wait. I'm so excited about that part. Absolutely.
That's what we want.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, this is Dana with Dana Begay Music, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week with Deb LaMotta.
Thank you, Gretchen. I enjoyed that interview and sitting down and talking with Gretchen. And as you heard in the beginning of the interview, I sat down, almost 2 years ago. Crazy. This album, I have listened to it, is absolutely amazing. So make sure that Friday you go find it and stream it from your favorite streaming platform. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Gretchen, and everybody in the band. It's going to be a great Friday. I wish I could be there. All right, one more song to take us to the next step. This is Gretchen Emery's band. This is the last song on the album, Walk With You.
When stars have glowed
this is Chris from Bone Locker, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week on R2RB.com.
All right, I'm back. So, a couple quick things. It is the month of May is Mental Health Awareness. My Sunday show, Out of the Attic Live from Delaware, I've been kind of touching on different things. It's, check on a neighbor, check on a friend, check on, take care of yourself. Self-care definitely is very important. I'll be talking about that on Sunday's show coming up Sunday night at 7 p.m. on R2RB.com. It's important. We all, especially, we all do like so many different things. Tonight we're talking to indie artists, and indie artists are some of the hardest working people out there, full-time job, family obligations, and then, you do your music as many waking hours are left that you possibly can squeeze into that day. And so we all have to remember to take a break for ourselves. Some of us are caretakers for, family members or for whomever. And again, you need to take that break. Self-care goes a long way. And it doesn't have to be anything big, treat yourself to, something you enjoy doing, or reading a book in quietness, or taking a walk, or getting your nails done, or, go hitting a round of golf. Whatever your thing is, just make sure that you do it often as possible. It's just will make you feel better, and then that will help, kind of domino effect will affect others as well. So again, it is Mental Health Awareness, the month of May. And people, we are halfway through the month, which means in about 2 weeks, we're going to be halfway through the year, which that is just really scary, let me tell you. I don't know where the time goes. Next week, my indie guest interview is with Elaine J. and Tom McElman. My goodness gracious. They will be the Indie Artists of the Week. And of course, we'll have the Wednesday Rally Indie Artists, whomever that might be. And what else I got coming up? I've got some great interviews that I'm editing and will be sharing with you on upcoming shows. Sunday night, I have a new segment added, which is the R2RB Small Businesses of Delaware. And I'm really excited about it. The first one was with Coleman CNA Academy right here in Dover, Delaware. Just a little shout out to the people that, take the time to do what they do and share it with those around them, with whatever that might be with their small business. So that is coming up. Also, this Sunday is the Sintel Gospel, Inspirational Gospel Hour. Sintel of Sintel Gospel Music joins me right here on Sunday nights. We have a great conversation. Sintel comes up with the great topics, and he takes the time to put it all together with it is an inspirational hour, so there's gospel, there's whatever the topic might be that Sintel comes up, the word. So it's different, and it's nice because sometimes I'll have a little different take on things than Sintel's, but it's really great. So hopefully you tune in for that. And of course, on the fourth Sunday of the month, it is the Unexplained Discovery's paranormal investigation team that joins me. Not quite sure what topic it will be this month, but I will let you all know when they let me know. So that's it. All right, guys, it is almost that time. It is almost the Wednesday Rally Indie Artists will be joining me, Cul De Sac Kings, and their song Hold the Ice. So don't go anywhere, because that's exactly what I'm going to spin right now, is Hold the Ice. Cul De Sac Kings, well, I get them on the phone, and I'm really looking forward to speaking with them and sharing their stuff with you guys. So don't go anywhere. I will be back, and I will be back with Cul De Sac Kings.
walk the straight and narrow, keep it to the right. Don't squeeze the throttle just to make it through the light. Rain on the windshield running through my sight, teasing my memory of seeing her last night. Sometimes you're the trap, sometimes you're the mice. I think it over, but I seldom think twice. So pour that glass of whiskey and hold the ice. Yeah, hold the ice. Rolling the dice, bring in the heat. You're my glass of whiskey and I'll take you neat. You gotta try or push the limit sometimes. Fear ain't your brother and he ain't no friend of mine. Sometimes you're the trap, sometimes you're the mice. I think it over, but I seldom think twice. So pour that glass of whiskey and hold the ice. Too many juke joints, honky tonks and bars. I've been losing my way, chasing women with scars. Sometimes you're the trap, sometimes you're the mice. I think it over, but I seldom think twice. So pour that glass of whiskey and hold the ice.
This is Chris from Bone Locker, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week on R2RB.com.
All right, and I am Deb Lamata, and this is Halfway Through the Week, and tonight is the Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, and it is Cul De Sac Kings, and with their song Hold the Ice. Cul De Sac Kings are three friends from Birmingham, Alabama. They've gone from a cover band to writing and performing their originals. They've released 6 songs, and 14 more are in production, and I don't want to give any more away, because I actually have Cul De Sac Kings, Brent and John. Unfortunately, Ryan couldn't join us tonight, and they are here on the phone with me. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Deb, doing great. Thanks for having us.
Oh,
hey, Deb, thanks.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. I am enjoying doing the the mini interviews with the Wednesday night rally. So I'm so excited to have you guys here with me tonight. So why don't we get started? Tell me, who you are, where you're from, blah blah blah.
Okay, we can do that. Hey, this is Brent with Cul De Sac Kings. Like Deb said, Ryan was supposed to join us, but he is preoccupied and couldn't make it. And our singer, Jack, is up in Nashville and couldn't join us either. But John and I will cover. We've been playing music together for several years, and Cul De Sac Kings probably started a couple years ago. And we are centrally located out of Birmingham, Alabama, but we're a little bit scattered these days, but that's where it all started. John?
Yeah. Thanks. Glad to be here. As Brent said, we've Yeah, it's been a long, interesting ride. I'm originally from New England and moved to Birmingham in 2016, and luckily fell in with a bunch of cool people in my neighborhood. Met Brent and his wife at a party, and next thing you know, I think after a couple beers, it came out that I played drums and he played guitar, and the next thing you know, we were jamming in my basement.
Oh, that is cool. Oh my God, that is great. John, where are you originally from?
Grew up outside of Boston and spent about 20 years in Connecticut. So my job moved me to Birmingham. It was a little bit of a culture shock. These guys were surprised I'd never heard some of the country staple songs that they wanted to play in our cover band. So.
He had no idea what he was in for when we started covering Charlie Daniels and Hank Jr. and stuff. He's like, what? You mean we're not playing Rush?
Listen, I'm from Connecticut. I know who those guys are. That's great. I like that. So what is the story behind the band's name? Because I know there is one, and it's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, as John said, we were in a cover band for several years together. We got Ryan in the band through the neighborhood Facebook page. We put out a post looking for more people to play and ended up with a 6-piece, sometimes a 5-piece band, but we had a sax player that played sometime for a few years with us. But excuse me, when that ended, John, Ryan, and I really wanted to, we were kind of sick of cover songs, to be honest. We had about, 90, 100 songs that we did over and over for a long time, and we were just kind of tired of playing them, and we had ideas about, writing some original stuff, and so we just decided to start doing it, and we kicked around names for, I don't know, it seemed like 2 or 3 months as we were starting to write songs, and a lot of bad ones came out, a lot of stuff that didn't make sense, a lot of stuff that made us sound very pigeonholed in a genre.
Okay.
So we were trying to keep it generic, and just one day out of the blue, it hit my mind, and because where we played for all those years was in his drum studio in his basement, and it's in a cul-de-sac. And I thought, cul-de-sac, what would go good with that? And I said, well, we're the kings of the cul-de-sac. So cul-de-sac kings. I shot it in a text, and everybody agreed, and we rolled with it, which is good. I mean, I think it really shows our origins, where we started as a musical group together, as well as being generic enough that it doesn't say, hey, you're hard rock, or you're heavy metal, or you're country, or you're roots rock, because we're kind of all over the place with genre. So that's kind of how we got to the name.
I like that. And being an indie artist, that's kind of what it's all about. You don't want to really get pigeonholed into a genre, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I think what your goal is. And I think for us, John, Ryan, and I do all the writing. And we have very diverse musical backgrounds. So I think we probably, even though we didn't really talk about it, I think we knew we would probably end up with a lot of different sounding songs. And that's how we ended up with Jack on vocals, because we thought he would be very versatile and could go from kind of a country sound to a southern rock sound to a blues sound, and really not, have to worry about, oh, we can't do that song because he can't sing it. So that's kind of
that's cool.
Where it went.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. So
we thought our cover band name Gun Range might have pigeonholed us a bit into the southern rock, country rock band.
That's right. There was part of your story on Facebook that there's a gun range behind your neighborhood. Was that part of it too? Is that how you got the first name for the band?
Yeah, because it was like we were being shelled every weekend. So.
You guys have great.
And I'm a drummer. I like noise, but that was crazy.
That's got to be crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys have good stories. So, how did you end up in the music? Doing music. Do you have family members that were into the music as well? Did you start when you were young? What's your your background?
John,
I can start there. Sure, I've been playing drums. Since I was 9 years old, I think, so over 40 years, and my parents didn't really play any instruments. I just found the drums one day and started playing. I was in your typical high school bands and college bands.
That's cool.
Up in the Boston area. but then like everybody, you get away from it for a while because life. You gotta get a job at some point. So, but I always tried to play. I always had my drums and I always kind of played by myself for a long time, just with the headphones until met all these guys, which was just a revival, which was great.
Cool. That's cool. Were your parents okay with the drums in the house?
My mother, you always practice at the drummer's house, right? So my poor mom and my poor wife have put up with that for a long time. And my mom, just real quick, my mom had a funny story. She's like, I like that one song you guys do about the bird. And it turned out to be a free bird. So.
That's the old bird song.
The bird song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I got into music. I took piano lessons for a little bit when I was about 11, and that didn't last because I just didn't really enjoy it. Okay. And then I think I was 18, and I decided I wanted to play guitar and like really play it because I owned one, but I couldn't really play.
Okay.
And I started taking lessons at 18, got into it, learned fairly quickly, and was fortunate enough that my music teacher had a band that she played parties and stuff on, and she asked me to be in her band, and then she made me play drums on the country songs that we did. So I learned to play drums a little bit. Never proficient, but good enough for what we were doing.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, I kind of did like John. I had a buddy that played guitar and a friend that was a drummer, and it was during the late 80s and early 90s, and we started doing the college scene and playing out at bars. And I'm originally from Arkansas. I went to the University of Arkansas, so there was a big club scene up there during that time. We were playing, grunge and Metallica and all the hits of the day that were heavy. And and then we were writing our own stuff. And then, like John, I got a job and got out of college and kind of played by myself for years and years, and even periods where I hardly even touched the guitar at all. And then when I met John, it just kind of flourished, and I fell back in love with playing and playing with the band, and it just kind of kept going.
Oh, that's great. So you all literally met each other in the neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then...
And Ryan, too.
And Ryan, too. And from there, that's where you really got together and started with the cover band?
Yeah.
Cool.
And everybody in the cover band at one time lived in the neighborhood except the sax player.
Oh, sure.
And we met him he worked with John. So, and then it's kind of scattered now. A few people have moved out and stuff, but the three of us are... The core of Cul De Sac Kings are still playing together.
Okay. So are you all close enough, the three of you, then to record, and you don't have to be sending files back and forth, or do you record in a studio together?
Yeah, we do it in my basement now. John has moved out of the neighborhood, as have Ryan. So we get together and record in my basement now.
Oh, cool. All right. So...
But luckily I bought a drum kit so John could just roll up and throw his cymbals on, and
he
doesn't have to carry his stuff over.
Because the drummer always has the most stuff to carry, isn't it so?
Yeah, exactly.
You're like the last one hauling all that stuff out the door and back.
Right.
So that was nice of Brent. Good for you. All right. So let's talk about...
Well, I venture myself an amateur drummer too, so I play a little bit. But
so you got to have
I leave the real stuff to John because he's the
he's the professional.
He's the good drummer.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Hold the Ice. Great song. I really enjoyed that one. So what's the story?
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's the story behind the song?
Well, so I'll start and then I'll kick it off to John. But
okay.
So I had this the main riff of the song was I played it one day just sitting in my chair at home, and I kept playing it, and I kept trying to figure out, how can I make this a song? Because I like the riff.
Mm-hmm.
But often, as I do when I get a riff, then I start trying to add to it and overcomplicate things.
There you go.
And we even played the riff. I played it for Gun Range before we were even went off with Cul De Sac Kings, but it just never went anywhere. So after that ended and Cul De Sac Kings formed, we were in John's basement, trying to work on some songs, and I kicked that riff out. I said, I just can't find the chorus. Everything I do, it just doesn't flow right. And Ryan just grabbed his guitar and goes, how about this? And did this chord progression. And I was like, that's it. And then we just kind of started working on the song. And then I think John claims I helped him with the lyrics, but I don't remember it. But I think the lyrics were primarily John. So I'll let him kind of talk about the
Oh, yeah.
The lyrics and the breakdowns
Cool.
and the drums that we added and all that good stuff.
All right.
Yeah, no, it was a fun song. Like most of the songs, they kind of start off as a jam. Someone has an idea, so there's a lot of collaboration, which is always fun.
Yeah.
I like it songs to kind of develop organically, and kind of see where they go.
Right.
And I think this was one of those. Being a drummer, I've always been a Neil Peart fan from Rush, and he was a drummer lyricist. So from my high school days, I wanted to be a lyricist too, and I've had this book forever. And the first verse of this song has been in my notebook for probably 40 years,
That's
30
crazy.
years. And I never had, kind of like Brent, I had this idea for a lyric. I always liked it. Never had a chance to use it until here, and it kind of fit. And I have to throw probably a shout out to Blackberry Smoke, because when I think of Hold the Ice, it really has a Blackberry Smoke vibe to it,
wow.
Especially like the breakdown section. And I think when it came to the chorus, and I wrote the chorus, I'm like, what would Charlie Starr write for a chorus if he was trying to write a a roadside bar anthem, right? Because that's kind of what this was meant to be.
Yeah.
And then Brent did chime in on verses 2 and 3. That's all him. So I'm kind of the guy about the walk the straight and narrow, and he's chasing the women with scars.
I have no recollection of that, but I'll take credit.
But okay. That's great.
My memory is fading, but a lot of our songs are that way. I mean, we'll start with a jam and collaborate. Sometimes it's a riff. Sometimes Ryan might come in with an entire song, and then we just all kind of pick it apart and add to it. Same with me. I've got songs in the clubhouse that we're waiting to release that, I've written the whole thing, or I write part of it and then Ryan writes the rest. Sometimes it's a jam. We don't really have a formula.
Right.
I know John he likes to let them build organically. A lot of times I get an idea in my head and I'll just roll with it and almost have it finished before I take it to him. So just kind of depends on the song and where we're going, but we're always trying to collaborate and bounce ideas off, even if we're writing in a different manner each time.
That's great. And I love that story with, having a riff from way back when, and then, lyrics sitting in a notebook waiting to be, used also, and put the two together and come up with Hold the Ice. Like, there you go. I love to hear that about, bands and duos, or, coming together and being able to like throw the stuff out, and you guys just kind of take it, blend it, and you come out with this, great songs. The same with Gretchen Emery that I was talking to earlier. The same thing. It's like, I don't know how you guys do it. I'd be like, what? But you guys just like throw out those ideas and end up with a great finished product. So kudos to you. All right.
Well, thank you. And and Ryan's not on, but I got to give a shout out to Ryan Knight for his wonderful slide playing on that song. Because it really, it's what really, the riff's great, the chords great. But I think John throwing in the drums and that hand drum during the breakdown and Ryan hitting the slide just really made the whole thing come together. So.
It did. Absolutely. Agreed. Oh, my gosh. So this is the part where I get to read some of the comments from Facebook. I know you guys probably have read them all, but so Southern Shades, Hold the Ice has that Southern rock Leonard Skinner feel to it. Great lyrics, great vocals, love the slide and harmonica. Awesome song, Cul De Sac Kings. Absolutely. David Sin, really like the music, especially the guitar tone. You guys are so good. I mean, you not only said thank you, you all, I guess that's Brent, you're all the social media. I mean, you really answered more than just a thank you to everybody. Joe Dan Music, listen to the song again and totally get it now. This is truly a great song. It's all about the girl. She's the whiskey. Clever song. Love the vibe and groove. I like this comment. I read it before. Love the vibe and groove of this song. Great performance of the song too. Love it. Mark Hollywell. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Wait a minute. That's a Toto. These ladies and gentlemen, Cul De Sac Kings, and they're holding the ice. That's right. They clearly have no intention of diluting that whiskey glass with any pesky non-alcoholic real estate thieving ice cubes. You got that right. And that is truly indicative of this down and dirty, fantastic shot glass of blues rock. You could literally smell the barroom beer and cigarettes. This is a lengthy one. On that awesome slide guitar, absolutely. Breakdown in the middle of the song, and that gritty but clear vocals sound like a few hundred gigs have a battle-hardened and suitably shaped the confident delivery and lyrics. And who doesn't enjoy too many whiskeys and a woman with scars? That's rock and roll, folks. Well done indeed, guys, on a fantastic track, and being this week deserving Wednesday Rally recipients, and cheers to that. I second that. I mean, you guys, they hit it on the nail with their comments on this song, especially this one. I really loved that one. Did you expect all the the feedback that you've gotten? And I mean, you really got some in-depth comments on your song.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I kind of knew what to expect because I've participated in the rallies previously. But anytime you throw yourself out there like that and agree to do it, you're a little bit nervous to,
Sure.
how's it going to be received? Although these people through Facebook and you listen to their music, you don't know if they've really listened to yours, how they feel about it. So it was great. It was a wonderful experience. I can't thank them enough for including us. And it certainly was a wonderful 2 days reading all the comments, and a lot of, I mean, just like Southern Shades comparing us to Leonard Skinner. I mean, that's about as big a compliment as you can get. So I enjoyed reading them. I don't know that I knew what to expect, but it was wonderful.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, I was going to say it's so cool. That people take the time to listen to your song. It's very humbling, and we love all the feedback and just the different takes and what people hear and they pick out in the songs. Because for us, you live with these songs for so long,
right?
You kind of, get a one-track mind of what they're about, and it's cool to get other people's perspective,
right?
So I got to give Brent a big shout out too, because he definitely is the guy that is the driving force behind getting us out there. It's one thing to write music, it's another thing to get it heard, and he really is pushed to get it out there. So I appreciate that, man.
There you go.
You bet. It's a challenge in today's environment, but it's probably easier than it used to be when there wasn't the internet, because you had to get an A&R guy to find you.
Well, that's
or get somebody to come to the Smoky Bar room at midnight. So
absolutely,
we're like any artist. All you want is, if you paint a picture, you want someone to see it. If you play a song, you want someone to hear it. So
absolutely,
we're very grateful for everybody that listened.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the groups. I mean, if you can get into a group and, right now, their followers may not be huge or anything, but I think, you have had some really honest, open, great people listening to your music and reviewing it. That's, like you said, that's what you want. And social media is a full-time job. Getting heard and getting everything out there. It's crazy. I mean, I know what I do for my shows, so I can't even imagine what you guys do for what you do when you have releases and everything, and keeping it fresh and keeping it consistent.
Yeah, it's hard to get an audience. It's difficult. You have to be strategic about it and timing of it, and
it's crazy.
Can't wait. You got to keep pushing, even though you're like, man, nobody clicked on that last one. What am I going to say it again? But you just got to keep pushing, because you never know when finally somebody's going to listen, and then it spreads a little bit. So. Exactly.
That's exactly right. So what are you guys working on next?
Yeah, so I guess our next release is a song called Mean Old Woman, which is I guess that's one that Brent said, well, that started off as a jam. Okay. And Brent wrote the lyrics over it. It kind of came together really quick. And Brent's done a great job mixing it. So we're looking forward to that. That's coming out on June 1st, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was one of those I call it a magic moment.
Yeah.
We were just kind of in between doing other stuff, and maybe we were just starting off the night. I don't really remember, but Ryan just hit some chords and started playing this funky little jam.
That's crazy.
John jumped in and started playing drums, and the next thing you know, I grabbed the mic and started singing. And I'm not a good singer, but I threw out some lyrics and we started writing them down, and literally that song wrote itself. It was maybe, we worked on it a lot more after, but the shell of the song was maybe 10 minutes.
That's crazy. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been a month on another song, but that one was. But I like it. I think everybody that'll listen to it's gonna love it. It's really, really different, really cool.
Okay. And what's the name of it again? And when's it coming out?
The name is Mean Old Woman, and I'll just say it's no one we know. It's a fictional character.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It's coming out June 1st. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Oh my God. And all right, so where can everybody find you on social, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, we are. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course all the major streaming platforms. It's Cul De Sac Kings, and it's not spelled traditionally. It's CUL space DE space SAC space Kings. So we are on Spotify, Apple Music, all the major streaming platforms. Our main social media platform is Facebook. We are also on YouTube, have music videos on there. Awesome. Really, it's just a platform to get our songs out. And then we're on Instagram, but not super heavy on Instagram. And we are not on TikTok because I can't figure that thing out.
Yeah, that's a challenge. Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to share with the listeners tonight that I haven't touched on?
The only thing I would say is a big shout out to Group Together, Stratification Music, Sirius Blu-ray, and Kurt Ziegler for having the Cul De Sac Kings on the Wednesday rally, and to all the people and group members and friends that responded. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. John, anything from you?
Yep. I just echo what Brent said. Appreciate the invite. It's been fun, and look forward to hearing more great music.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you guys. I'm so glad that you joined me tonight and we got to hear all about, a little bit about Cul De Sac Kings. I know there's more about you. We might have to do another conversation, but I thank you so much for taking the time out. I know it's a crazy schedule everybody has, and joining me and sharing, hold the ice. Don't go.
We appreciate it, Deb, very much.
You're welcome. So hold on. Don't go anywhere. Let me start up another song by Cul De Sac Kings, and I'll be back.
Looking out her window faded, she's my place to roam, fighting on a reckless future, rain on fire smoke, cold and lonely pass on, crossing my mind with ease. I know that I can't call you home now,
You are listening to Reel to Reel Broadcasting.
Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and we just finished up with Cul De Sac Kings. I want to thank Brent and John who joined me online tonight. Ryan and Jack, they weren't able to make it. That's okay. We had a great conversation. You guys are awesome. Music is great. Please go find them. It's the Cul De Sac Kings. You can find them on all streaming platforms. You can find them on Facebook, and you can find them on Instagram. Go like them, comment and share. Go stream their music and buy their music. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. This Wednesday rally, I am enjoying getting to have the Indie Artist of the Week on here. I meet so many great people. And of course, earlier, my indie artist, the R2RB podcast series, the Gretchen Emery Band, and their release coming this Friday, May 16th. It's crazy. As I said in the interview, it's been 2 years when I first sat down with Gretchen and Kenny, and they were my second indie artist interview. I still get nervous when I do interviews, but I was so nervous when I started that interview. But I mean, it ended up being like having, being in their kitchen with them, having a cup of coffee. And I'm so excited for their new release on May 16th, A Little Bit of Time. I've listened to the album in its entirety, and it is awesome. So, what I get to do is pretty awesome. I get to talk to great indie artists. Again, Cul De Sac Kings, thank you so much. And the Gretchen Emery Band. And who else did I play tonight? Bruno and Showdown. Yeah, great music. Nice evening listening to music. All right, guys, have a great week. Join me Sunday night with Cintel of the Inspirational Gospel Hour. Out of the Attic Live from Delaware starts at 7, and Cintel should be joining me, I'm trying to think, at 8 o'clock. All right, and Small Businesses of Delaware will be at 7:30 with the Ivory, which is a local event venue here. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful place. So I will be speaking with Ivy Lynn, the owner of the venue, on Sunday prior to the Inspirational Gospel Hour. And the following Sunday, of course, is the Unexplained Discoveries Paranormal Investigation Team with George, Tony, and Karen. I think we're all back on track this month. I was on vacations, and I threw everybody off schedule last month. I took a whole 2 weeks off. Oh, my gosh. But here I am. I'm back. And we'll keep going. So everybody be safe out there. Have a good week. Don't forget to do some self-care. I'll be sharing a little bit more on mental health awareness on Sunday. I also have a couple more songs that I have been sent that have to do with mental health issues and some other, issues that affect us as well. So, okay, I've done enough talking. Have a great week. I'm out of here. Have a great night.
You are listening to the Reel to Reel podcast. Broadcasting at www.r2rb.com. Always on.